Good afternoon from Your Best Car in Kent. My name is Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews of our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. And on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low Apr Finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our BMW M340d Touring, presented in the very popular mineral grey metallic exterior paint. This is actually one of a handful of M340ds that we have in stock across both of our sites in a range of colours too. So to reiterate my point from earlier, please have a look through our website to find your perfect spec. They all have the ferocious 3-litre diesel engine producing 340 brake horsepower, complete from 0 to 62 in just 4.8 seconds. Complementing the bodywork is the very popular Shadowline Plus pack. This gives you various darkened exterior enhancements which they make all the difference in the grand scheme of things. Starting off with the black side mirror caps, we've got a black grille and grille surrounds, black roof rails, black window surrounds to go with the rear privacy glass, and then my favourite part, the upgraded and unmarked actually 19-inch jet black M double spoke alloy wheels with the red brake calipers just behind. Now what do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, no scratches, no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition and they look just like the one I'm pointing out now. We'll just have a quick look at the side view. Of course this is a 5-door, and the Touring gives you that gorgeous sweeping end of the vehicle. So let's hop inside. So first of all, we are greeted by the upgraded black Vanaska leather seats. These front 2 seats can be manually adjusted. You've got an extendable leg cushion, extra thigh elevation support, and side bolster support too. They can both be heated, and these are without a doubt the most comfy seats to go with the adaptive M suspension. Driver then has a leather-wrapped multi-function steering wheel. Again, your M badge is down there. You've got paddle shifters for switching it into your manual modes. This is a semi-automatic gearbox. You've then got your cruise control with speed limiter, voice control, hands-free buttons and multimedia buttons. But then in the middle, as this is the new shape iDrive, you'll have the BMW Professional Multimedia, otherwise known as the Pro Nav infotainment display. So this is a slightly wider screen compared to the previous generations, and it's also touchscreen. Most importantly, it has absolutely everything you would possibly need in the modern day in terms of in-car entertainment system. And we'll have a run through some of the features now. So as I mentioned, it is a touchscreen interface, but you still got the dials down here if you'd like to adjust it manually, just so you don't get the screen too grubby. You'll also notice around the center console, the dashboard, this carbon fiber, well, hexagon aluminium trim, I should say, in a carbon fiber pattern there. Really breaks up the darkness with the darkness of the seats. Let's shut the door and run through some of these features. So this is our main menu. You've got your sub menus on the left hand side as well as sub menus down here. So if we just start with multimedia, here on the left hand side we'll see our various outlets. So radio, FM, AM and DAB radio as standard. You've also got your Spotify built-in app amongst a load of other apps such as your news or weather app. So if you've got Spotify on your phone, you can connect this up. You can view your playlists, your artists, save albums, etc., rather than going on your phone. But then you've got Bluetooth as well, just to play any other multimedia such as YouTube. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto 2, which you would have seen from the advert photos. I successfully connected up my phone. But don't worry if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you've still got your built-in satellite navigation and of course your multimedia options. So here's your satellite navigation. We can use the dials to zoom in and out, but remember this is a touchscreen, so we can also move the map around. We can pinch and zoom, etc. We can see it's an extremely responsive interface, first of all, so we can quickly see our points of interest, such as our petrol station. Then we've got communication, so this is our hands-free section. So again, through Bluetooth, we can connect up our phone. We can store our contacts on here, make calls and take calls. We can use the buttons on the steering wheel too to help us out with our hands-free. So again, don't worry if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, this is all built into the interface as well. Carts, this is a really important feature, really handy too. This just gives you your additional vehicle settings, but then you've got vehicle status. So this will show you if there's any issues with the car. Your tyre pressure monitor, engine oil level, check control. This will tell you if there's anything wrong with the car, any faults. In this case, there are none. Then service requirements too. So this will store your service history on here, as well as tell you when your next service is due, or a vehicle health check, or brake fluid, etc. If we put the car into reverse, we'll see our reversing camera with our guidelines, front and rear parking sensors, as well as our obstacle markings. So as we turn the wheel, the guideline will move for us, very handy for our bay and parallel parking. But then we can see in a radar proximity style our front and rear sensors too. Let's put the car back into park. So down the middle, a very smart, very simple laid out center console. This is our climate controls. It's actually 3-zone climate controls. You can control the rear too. Your seat heating is on the left and right hand side, intensities of 3. And then, as BMW do really well across all the generations, they have their max AC button. So really handy on a hot day like today. This will blow you a load of cold air straight away. Down here, a couple of cup holders, some more storage, your USB interface, and then, as I've already pointed out, your multimedia controls in the center console, your semi-automatic gearbox, but then you've got your driver select mode as well as your adaptive mode too. So you've got your sport mode, as this is of course an M340d, but you've got the Eco Pro mode too, so handy for your motorway driving. And then adaptive, this will be your predictive setting. So electric's off. Let's have a look at the rest of the car. So in terms of the rear, of course, we've got the exact same seat upholstery back here, the black Finasca leather seats. We've got the M Sport stitched seat belts all around too. And then plenty of room in the back of the Touring. Here's your air conditioning for the rear. Then moving all the way around to the rear, we'll see our privacy glass extends all the way to the rear pane. We've got our M340d and X-Drive badge on the left and right. A power tailgate, so we can press the button on the key or on the boot lid. And then inside, again, a big perk of the Touring is just how much room you get back here. You've got your protective net, which might be useful for animals, a parcel shelf, which can be taken off, and then under here, some additional storage. You can fold down the rear set of seats if you need that added bit of room. And we can do that by pressing the button on the shoulders of either side. And you'll see that folds down pretty much flat. So the 340d comes with a ton of practicality too. So if you're interested in buying the BMW M340d or any of our M340ds you've seen on our website, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages. So if either of those options intrigue you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you might have some details of your part exchange to send over, then please feel free to message us on those platforms too. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.